That was last year in St. Louis. Megan Fudge and Susanna Barr capturing their first gold in women's doubles. Their duo emerged as one of the most dominant on the back half of the 2023 season. They captured 4 golds together, but as the landscape of pickleball changes, so do the partnerships, no longer playing together, and now they find themselves on opposite sides of the court for this first women's doubles semifinal.
Yeah, again, they were very familiar with each other last year, obviously, and we just saw that match that they won their first gold in St. Louis. They played Bobby Oshiro and Milan Rain, and now you have Bobby Oshiro and Susanna Barr teaming up together here this weekend. They've played a few times and have had some success, and it's going to be a good one here on Championship Court, our first semifinal.
Playing alongside Megan Fudge is Jill Braverman. As we take a look there at Bobby Oshiro in the pink visor, playing alongside Susanna Barr. Dom, as you said, these two have played together multiple times as a duo, but often we talk about Bobby Oshiro as one of the X factors. What is it about her game that makes her able to take over?
She's not as tall as a lot of players, but she packs a serious punch. When you get a ball,
the overheads?
Yeah, the overheads from Bobby Oshiro, again, she's every bit of 5 foot tall, but if you give her an overhead, you're going to see Susanna Barr step out of the way and let Bobby Oshiro take that, because she has some power, but she also has some great touch at the kitchen line, which makes her an absolutely incredible and dynamic player all around.
Well, with Oshiro, I'll be looking for that step back forehand roll through the middle when she's on the right side, because that's her patented shot right there. She can pinpoint that perfectly.
Jill Braverman, 34 years old, out of Newport Beach, California. She and Megan Fudge took the silver medal at Newport Beach, our last tour stop back over the July 4th weekend. They were cut down by Emily Cederquist and Jana Newell in one of maybe the most unexpected results that we've had on tour this season. But make no mistake, they are one of the favorites to capture the gold here this weekend.
Game 1, time in.
Game 1, time in. Braverman to serve first. She and Fudge at the bottom of your screen. Oshiro and Barr at the top. And a quick point for Braverman and Fudge.
1-0-2.
Ooh, there's the overhead from Oshiro right through the middle.
Hey, Bobby making us look good already, Chad. Thank you, Bobby. I know, right? But again, that's what you see right there, that overhead from Oshiro. That is not coming back.
0-1-1.
Fudge finds some space with the backhand flick.
Well, it's a great touch right there. She had Susanna Barr way back at the baseline hitting the drop, and then Fudge just drops that into the kitchen. Fudge trying to get her, Barr trying to get that on full sprint.
Oh, scorpion from Oshiro in the middle of that point as it sails long.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough ball to pick up. Potentially was going to go deep, but she gets a paddle on it, keeps him in the point.
1-1-2.
See, and I think this is what you're going to see too. Fudge and Braverman are going to, in my opinion, should be returning more to Oshiro. Let Oshiro hit the third instead of having Susanna Barr hit that aggressive third.
That time Barr puts it into the net. But Dom, is it because of Barr's aggressive third that you recommend they go to Oshiro, or is there something else?
No, it's the aggressive third. You don't want to deal with that.
Just inside the line. Beautiful spot from Barr.
Oshiro with a smirk as she walks back to the baseline going, nice spot, partner. Take that. Watch here, just a little inside out. It's that shovel.
Oshiro puts it away with emphasis to earn the side out.
Yeah, good setup there from Barr. She takes a step back, lets that ball come back up, goes aggressive into the body of Fudge here, creates the pop-up. Finish there from Oshiro. But I'm going to say that we're going to see, we're going to continue seeing the returns going to Barr right here. For the sole reason of, even though it's a good drop, it keeps Barr back, and she doesn't come up as well as Oshiro does.
Barr and Oshiro were tested in their quarterfinal matchup. They outlasted Kelsey Grambeau and Riley Boner 15-13, 11-3, and then 11-6. As Braverman puts it into the net, another point for Barr and Oshiro.
2 let cords on the 3rd and the 5th from Susanna
3,
Barr.
1, 2.
That time Oshiro can't make the pickup, side out.
Well, good spot there from Fudge. Oshiro kind of hugging the middle just a little bit. Fudge
1,
gets
3,
it behind
1.
that left foot.
That's a good
Barr
spot.
pushing
Second
Fudge back.
serve.
Yeah, it's a good spot right there from Barr. As she saw Fudge back, she went at the feet. Instead of just keeping her
1,
back,
3,
she
2.
actually goes back with a purpose.
Barr going right off of the thigh of Braverman.
I mean, that's some great work there from Megan Fudge to just get back to neutral here and get to the kitchen line. But Barr just putting a ton of pressure on right there throughout the point and going right at
3, 1,
Braverman.
1.
3-1-1.
Oh, hit it up ball.
Elevated, but and Fudge knew it. Tried to pull up, got it off the edge guard.
Yeah, it's tough right there. Fudge trying to pull the paddle back up, so she'd already lifted it to go and hit. Oshiro standing a little tall there, but it was good pressure from Oshiro with a couple of a 3rd shot drive, 5th shot
Come on,
drive.
receivers. 4,
Wasn't
1, 1,
over
1
hitting
minute.
it, just getting the dip and the shape. Sometimes that's, well, a lot of the times that's better than just going as hard as you can and flat.
Well, an early timeout taken by Jill Braverman and Megan Fudge. It's still just 4-1-1 in game number 1, but Braverman and Fudge feeling like they need to put a stop to the momentum already as we take a timeout with them for our Tervis hydration break. Welcome back into the booth. And Chicago is a special place for us. We have so many people, Intersport, our production crew, our friends. They live in Chicago, love coming to their home city. Chet, or Dom, rather, you're from here.
I'm not from here. I'm far
really?
from here. Far.
Dom is from here, but Dom, why is it so special to be here in Chicago?
Well, one reason for me is it's the home of Ken Herman. Ken Herman, the founder of the APP and professional pickleball. So it's a very special place for us. Like you mentioned, Intersport. A lot of our team lives here, Intersport, based out of downtown Chicago. So it's very special. And then, for me personally, I get off the plane, straight to Gene and Jude's in River Grove, give me 2 hot dogs with everything and a grape drink, and I'm set. So perfect.
This is why you come to watch the broadcast. You watch the pickleball, but you get the insider advice from Dominic Catalano on where to get the eats after the tournament is over. Catches the net cord. Second serve on the way.
4-1-2.
4-1-2. Fudge puts that away, so a good timeout for her and Braverman as they're able to earn the quick side out.
Yeah, perfect timeout right there. Slow the motion down, slow the momentum down, and then get a quick side out.
Fudge and Braverman's route to the semifinal, much more routine. They have dispatched both their opponents in straight games, topping Krista Getcheva and Daria Walczek in the quarterfinal.
Just catches the line.
That.
She got it back, though. Oshiro didn't know what to do with it right there. It was up. She's going to hit an overhead. It starts dropping, and you see her just try to pancake that back over. Tough ball, but...
How about Jill Braverman's defense on that play?
That's incredible. I mean, all over the court right there. It's the thought process of get one more ball back over, no matter what.
Make your opponent hit one more. You never know what's going to happen. Sails just long.
Yes, ball's out.
2 quick points to make it 3-4-1.
3-4-1.
Oh, Fudge wanting that one back. Barr just popped that one up. Little shovel dink that's set up, and Fudge standing a little too tall. Doesn't get the roll she wants.
Barr going right at the left hip of Fudge.
What I like right now is Oshiro and Barr are staying pretty patient. When they see they have either Braverman or Fudge back, they're keeping them back. And they're not rushing to get to anything and try and do anything too quick.
Is it safe to say then, Dom, that you feel a grinded out style of play ultimately favors Oshiro and Barr?
Right now, yes. Again, 100%. They're moving the ball around really well, and they're being patient.
Great hustle from Barr to keep that point going. Oshiro able to capitalize as they have doubled up on Fudge and Braverman.
Well, Oshiro take the love off the tape right there for sure, because Megan Fudge is one of the best defenders in the game. If she doesn't clip the tape, Fudge getting that ball back.
And overhead.
Great combination. The patented Susanna Barr lob. Oshiro puts it away with the overhead.
I mean, that's the danger right there. Perfectly executed offensive lob there from Barr, taking it out of the air, taking away the time, and then the overhead from Oshiro. Just too much power. Good deep return there.
And pushes Barr and Oshiro onto the second server with a 4-point cushion here in game number 1 of our first women's doubles semifinal. Floats long, another point.
Well, there is, I mean, we don't feel it as much here in the booth because we've got sidewalls, but there is a little bit of a breeze behind Fudge and Braverman. We've seen a few balls. Well, that one just dribbles over. We have seen a few balls go deep from that side.
When the wind is at your back, even if it is slight, what's the adjustment you need to make when you're returning?
Shorten up the backswing a little bit.
Oh, she got it back. Finally, Barr finds the angle.
I would have liked to see Braverman stay back right there. I know she's trying to come up and put the pressure on, and Fudge keeping him in that point. But once Braverman came up, it gave Barr the target of the feet of Braverman compared to if she had to stay back in the baseline till that ball actually got down and then came forward. They're able to stay in that point a little bit longer.
3-8-2. Oshiro serving from the left.
3-8-2. Just confirming the server. It's Braverman.
But that right there, that is what Fudge and Braverman do. Sometimes they're going to annoy a team so much that they're going to overhit. That's exactly what Oshiro and Barr can't do because they get so much back because they play such good defense.
8-3-1.
8-3-1. Little miscommunication in the middle. Fudge and Braverman did a good job to recover to get the point.
Yeah, Oshiro has to take that ball right there. It goes back crossbody on Barr, and it's a difficult shot, especially one-handed, just trying to change direction on that.
Barr leaves it go, and it's another point, 9-3.
Good talk from Oshiro right there because Barr was wound up with a two-hander ready to hit that. Oshiro says, no, let it go, and she does.
Oshiro trying to throw in a lob of her own.
But again, right there, you see the deep return. Barr's pushed back behind that baseline. She's not going to get up and get that ball. Oshiro has to come over and take that in the switch.
Barr and Oshiro continue to be so solid on the overheads.
Well, it's also the pressure that Barr and Oshiro are putting on Braverman and Fudge. Braverman and Fudge not able to get a ball down right now. Everything's kind of staying up. They're in defense mode. That ball went out.
Seems like the wind
Yeah, you
has
see the
shifted.
change.
It's at the back now of Oshiro and Barr as we see the flags from Rainstorm outside of Championship Court.
And they're blowing left to right from our vantage point here on the corner of Championship Court here at Danny Cunniff Park. Big drive for Braverman, but just misses.
Well, it's a good 1-2 combination there with the shorter return. She steps in, drives it, put the pressure on, but you take a look at the backswing there on that two-handed backhand, pulls across the body. She shortens that up and just goes back through the middle. I think she's got that point.
I think she like either through the middle or right back
into
at
the body.
Barr, right?
Yeah.
Like right, but jam her up, go right at Barr. Ooh.
Braverman able to elevate it to Barr, earns the side out.
A nice spot right there from Braverman. She goes right at that left shoulder and kind of jams Barr up just enough that she can't get that two-hander on it.
Still trailing by 5 here in game number 1.
That's a good spot right there from Barr. Braverman pinched middle hard off the bounce, and Barr just finds enough space on the sideline.
Braverman and Fudge not able to capitalize.
But good use of the offensive lob again there. Braverman and Fudge able to get up to the kitchen finally, and then Oshiro pushes them back. They're doing a good job of that push-pull, keeping the pressure on.
Missed return into the net, and it brings up game point for the 3 seed Susanna Barr and Bobby Oshiro.
4-1.
Nice spot from Braverman.
Yeah, finally able to get on top of that. Gets the ball right at Bobby Oshiro's feet. I think she went right between her legs with that put away.
4-2.
Barr ends game number 1 with emphasis off the body of Jill Braverman as she and Bobby Oshiro take game 1 in our women's doubles semifinal. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with game 2 here on Championship Court.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Welcome back to Championship Court. The 3 seeds, Susanna Barr and Bobby Oshiro, making quick work of the 2 seeds, Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman. What allowed them to get off to such a good start?
Well, again, it was the inability of Braverman and Fudge to get that ball down on their third and transition forward. Fudge and Oshiro just kept that pressure on. They chose their spots well. That last ball there going behind Fudge on the backhand side, creating the pop-up. Any ball that was popped up, Barr and Oshiro just put it away.
Dom, why are those third shot drops so crucial in game 2 for Fudge and Braverman?
Fudge and Braverman need to hit more drops, less drives, get to a 50-50 point at the kitchen line. Then if they're going to speed up from there. Right now, Oshiro and Barr are taking control. If Fudge and Braverman are driving the ball, they're on top of everything. They're keeping them back, not allowing them to get up.
Ooh. Now that we did see the change in the flags again, the win back behind Barr and Oshiro. We saw it on their third that it popped up. It's going to be an adjustment for them on this end change.
Oh, that was
better placement there for Oshiro.
That was a dirty pickup from Megan Fudge. That ball was behind her by like 3 feet. Not only does she get it, she resets it perfectly.
So much is made out of Megan Fudge's offense. Don't forget, she is a great defender on court.
Oh, just missed it. And I was literally just about to talk about that too. We are seeing some little miscommunication from Fudge and Braverman on that middle ball. We see Braverman come over, take that backhand in the middle, puts herself out of position.
So should that ball be Fudge's forehand instead?
Well, especially with where that ball was coming from. It was coming from Oshiro on the left. So then when Braverman steps in and takes that middle, it's taking her across the court.
Oh, gosh.
Braverman can't make the pickup right on the kitchen line.
Well, off the tape right there, too. Clipped it a little bit. And again, Susanna Barr known for that. And right now you're seeing a quick change here as Braverman and Fudge, they're going to continue to try and keep Megan Fudge on that left side.
But Barr finds some space through the middle, and a come on from the 46-year-old out of Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, she is playing really well right now, under control, and finds a little daylight down the middle and clips that back baseline.
Just caught the backside.
Initially, I did think it was
So did I. It was very flat. Somehow it stayed in. Yeah, good ball.
How many times is Barr going to body back Braverman?
Well, that's all comes down to the ball movement there. You saw the ball down the line from Barr, then pushes Fudge back out wide. Oshiro goes middle, pinches them. That's where they're in control right now as far as moving that ball around. Oh, that one stayed.
I saw the ball in. Point.
And that ball did look into me.
Yeah, they thought it was wide. We can't see from that replay there, but we may get a challenge coming from. The referee did overturn the call.
That's our lead ref, Joey Jones. Tracking ref for this match is Pam Graves, and our video referee is Diane.
So, yeah, we will get a challenge from Fudge and Braverman on that one. So, referee overturned the call. We weren't able to see it on the replay, but we are going to get a challenge coming from Fudge and Braverman. Challenges are available here now while we're on the stream. Rules of the challenge, it must be a ball that ended the point. So that was that line call there.
And I think that point was going to get challenged either way,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So it was both Barr and Oshiro thought the ball was in. It got called out initially from Fudge and Braverman, and then Joey Jones, our lead referee, overturned it, said it was in. So now the challenge is just coming from Fudge and Braverman on their side.
And the referee overrule is what allows Fudge and Braverman to challenge that, because you cannot challenge your own call.
But why the referee just say it's not challenging? Oh, okay.
This
so
is interesting.
Apparently a referee, what they're saying right now, which I hadn't heard before, but a referee overrule is not challengeable. So as we see the video, only line calls are reviewable. Must be a rally ending shot. Unlimited successful challenges. 3 unsuccessful challenges does result in
Oh, Fudge has gone back to her corner and is staying there.
You guys have one.
It's interesting right there.
Joey Jones saw the ball in, said it was not challengeable, and so the point will stand in favor of Barr and Oshiro. It is 5-1-1. Nice forehand roll there from Barr.
Well, that is a nice little inside-out forehand there from Susanna Barr. And the hard part about that is it's easy to hit that ball too hard and go long. She took something off it, got enough roll, keep that ball in.
6-1-1.
5-point lead for the 3 seeds. Big forehand from Oshiro, sails long, pushes them onto second server.
Yeah, you saw Oshiro just jump into that ball, trying to add a little bit more power, but unfortunately that brings her contact point up on top of that ball a little bit, so it stays just flat and goes deep.
Ooh, and Oshiro had that set up nicely on the wide dink from Susanna Barr, but Oshiro just stands up again right there and comes up through the shot instead of staying down.
Stay in.
Inside out forehand winner from Barr.
Yeah, good change of direction there from Barr as well. Looked like she was going to roll it cross court, and then just the last minute adjustment with the hand. You'll see it come up the inside part of that ball.
Right down Broadway to earn the side out.
I mean, just using the length right there to take that ball out of the air and find this hole, because Fudge is not able to set up enough. That's the key, Chad. We always talk about taking the ball out of the air.
Oh,
great recovery from Barr as Oshiro came way across for the poach.
Right there. I mean, good ball from Braverman, just keeping him in that point right there. Barr read the speed up from Fudge perfectly, just squats down.
Timeout on the court as Susanna Barr and Bobby Oshiro lead game 2 at 7-1. We will step away for just a moment from a word from our sponsors.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Welcome back. Susanna Barr and Bobby Oshiro look to have this in control in our first of 2 women's doubles semifinals. They took game number 1 11-4 and are up 7-1 here in game number 2.
That's a good spot right there from Megan Fudge out of the timeout. That's what I want to see. She's got to be able to, and Braverman, take those balls out of the air and not allow Barr and Oshiro to get up to the kitchen line.
Good ball there. This time, Braverman and Fudge moving Oshiro and Barr all around the court. You see that set up there from Fudge going behind that left foot there of Barr. The only thing she can do is just poke the paddle at it. Yikes.
Yeah, pop that ball up. A little too much reach right there from Susanna Barr. Gotta let that ball bounce.
2-7-1.
2-7-1. Barr pushes it long, so back-to-back points for the 2 seeds. They still trail by 4 here in game number 2.
I think one more, and then Oshiro and Barr take a timeout
right now.
A couple of long returns, and there is the timeout, as Oshiro and Barr don't want Braverman and Fudge cutting into this lead anymore. And if Fudge and Braverman want a chance to move on to the semifinal, they're going to need a lot more plays like this as we take a look at the Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match from game 1.
Well, again, it was a lot of this from Braverman and Fudge battling on their heels right there. But again, we talked about it. Just one more ball. Make one more ball. Put the pressure on. Make them hit one more ball, and you can get that mistake. And that's exactly what they did out of Oshiro right there. But again, need to continue to do what they're doing right now. So if we go back to the timeout, it was 7-1-1. They hold 2 serves, so get those 2. And now they've scored 3 straight points. So the last 5 points have gone the way of Fudge and Braverman. They're on a nice little roll right here. Got to continue this out of this timeout.
Helped by 2 missed returns from Oshiro and Barr, getting a little loose over on that far side.
Well, missed returns and then the missed roll from Barr there as well. Not something that we saw from them in game 1.
And still a 3-point deficit for the 2 seeds. Barr and Oshiro have the benefit of having won game 1. So even if Braverman and Fudge do come back, they will force a deciding game 3. As we are back to play.
4-7-1.
Barr just inside the line.
Oh, I think it was out.
Oh, they called it out?
Yeah.
This is why I am so wrong on so many challenges.
Yeah, just out. That's right. From your angle.
From my angle, it looked good.
You're looking at it from behind the ball. So it's I'll give you that one, Dory.
I appreciate it.
Touch.
Oh, she's there. How about the hustle from Braverman? And
that get at the kitchen line is ridiculous because she is so far back. That's not a bad drop volley from Bobby Oshiro right there, even though Braverman gets it.
5-7-2.
Oshiro was there for the ATP defense, but it sails long, and now Fudge and Braverman within 1.
But I'm going to go back to the overhead from Barr because she missed that one wide. This one she tries to go back through the middle, but she gets on top of it because she's worried about hitting it deep as well. So missed opportunity there on the overhead by just hitting it straight into the kitchen line. I think that ball is going to go wide there off of Fudge. Again, the drop volley there from Oshiro, is it a decent ball? Yes, but you also have to look at the Braverman and Fudge move so well on the court. You basically just brought them up to the kitchen line.
Easiest ball of the rally. Braverman puts it into the net, side out, but it's 7-all.
But again, with all that too, you had Oshiro and Barr trying to do just a little too much on a couple of those.
7-1.
They didn't do that in game 1. Get out of that hole right there, but need to continue to try and get that ball to neutral.
What was the biggest difference in the 6-point run?
Well, I mean, Fudge and Braverman were making balls, and then you had a little bit too much pressure on Barr and Oshiro.
Yeah, again, Oshiro trying to do too much there. She's hitting short court there, going across the body of Braverman. If she's going to do anything with that, it's got to be right hip, but that's dangerous because you're going right into the forehand there of Jill Braverman. It's something that in reality has to take straight ahead to Fudge.
Oh, great hands off the edge guard from Barr.
Yeah, nice job right there. Again, not trying to do too much from Oshiro and Barr, keeping Braverman and Fudge back. That's exactly what they need to do here.
Second serve, 7-7-2. Braverman and Fudge trying to force a winner-take-all game 3. Barr going right at the feet, and that's what she was doing in game number 1, the deep balls with a purpose.
Yeah, but again, just like you said there, Dorian, better spots on the overhead. Barr had a couple of overheads that hit right on the kitchen line, and with how much pace that takes off the ball against a defensive team like Fudge and Braverman, you're not doing anything there, but finding the feet, even if it's not as powerful a ball, it's much more difficult to pick up.
Pick up error, edges Oshiro and Barr back in front. Back-to-back errors off of the paddle of Megan Fudge. A timeout coming as Bobby Oshiro and Susanna Barr have been able to work themselves a 2-point lead here in game number 2.
Yeah, that's a rarity right there on those 2 mistakes. Those are mistakes that Megan Fudge doesn't make right there, on an easier drop from Bobby Oshiro, and then just a little backhand reset.
But that's what I think it was, is the change of pace.
Because Bobby Oshiro was driving a ton of balls, and now all of a sudden change the pace. Yeah.
Well, this tournament full of action, and we've got a really cool announcement coming up from the APP. The APP Women's Open presented by the James will be happening in Columbus, Ohio, October 4th through the 6th. $75,000 prize purse. That is going to be a great event. Obviously, the James so involved in researching and helping women with cancer. It's a great cause. Visit theapp.global for more information on that. Oshiro trying to step over.
Yeah, and a new event in there that we don't typically see is the split age event for that Women's Open.
Space in the middle, a point for Oshiro and Barr, and it brings up match point.
10-7-2.
Just long off of the paddle of Barr as Fudge and Braverman able to stave off a match point.
Well, just a little too wristy there from Barr. You saw the snap of the wrist on that last forehand, and it comes out flat, no spin on it.
Great exchange. Braverman into the net.
Well, you're seeing all 4 ladies. They're ready for the speed ups. There's no surprises here right now. It's just who's able to get on top first and get on top of the ball and get that ball down.
Oh, Oshiro got the first one, second too hot to handle.
Key was Megan Fudge crashing off of Braverman's let cord drop. Fudge crashed hard right there, got up there, and is able to finish that.
Good ball there from Fudge, taking that out of the air, putting the pressure on Barr.
And Fudge and Braverman continue to apply pressure to Barr and Oshiro and cut the deficit to 1. Oshiro with the overhead put away.
Yeah, but that was a difficult ball there from Barr as well. That very easy to miss that one deep. As you saw, she was going to roll it, and then she drops the hand under and just slices it back.
Able to get back on serve. This will be match point number 2 for Susanna Barr and Bobby Oshiro.
Yeah, ball's coming in.
You got it.
It's our first of 2 women's semifinals. The second one coming up shortly after the conclusion of this.
10-9-1.
Off of Braverman, done and dusted. Barr and Oshiro are moving on to Championship Sunday.
Well, I mean, that was incredible. I mean, how fitting to end it like that, because Susanna Barr got Braverman a couple times. She ends it right there, right off the body. Great job from Oshiro and Barr, sticking to a game plan and not feeling that pressure too much after they had a 7-1 lead in game number 2.
We have our first team into Championship Sunday. We will hear from them when we come back here at the Zimmer Biomet 2024 Chicago Open.